here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Coming up, it's the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get the preseason started. And off we go from Jacksonville. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft. It's Trevor Lawrence.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, to that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got a man. That's Travis Hunter. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Lawrence. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. 3rd and 7. Throwing is Lawrence. And deep for the back of the end zone. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
On play action, here's Dak. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll get back to Javonte Williams. And they'll take this. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. First carry now for Jaden Blue. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go. And the defense knows it too. But it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Jaguars offense ready to possess the football for the second time. And, Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
No, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these.
And he will go all the way. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Devontae Turpin on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a run by Williams. 31 yards. Dak can throw it here on 1st down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The former 1st overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. He's got it! And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Second down. Prescott under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. His last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will break our tie and take. A 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Jaguars offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That's complete to Jeremy Rucker. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd down, Lawrence. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Here's Lawrence. Looking middle, and he spots Hunter there. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Jonathan Jones in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 2. They put Strange in motion. They'll try and run for the 1st with Etienne. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives him a 1st down. 1st carry for the Auburn alum. Take Bigsby. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. Throwing, Huntley. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
A 47-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Jaguars will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard. They're going to run it. This is Phil Maffa.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Come on. They'll go play action here with Milton. There's Fant open right side. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. His kick is good. And the Cowboys go up by 7. It is now 17-10. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Now Huntley. Pass is caught. That's Rucker, the tight end.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right.
It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
The Cowboys offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Maffa. And he'll be brought down, but what a run down to the 40. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Finding space at the 15. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep. Of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming, but guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive.
And he will score! Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys move out to a 24-10 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat, and they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Bigsby. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Huntley now. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Jaguars first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout.
No.
It is 2nd and 6. To throw is Huntley. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good. Accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind him.
Here's Huntley. That's over the middle and intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And the Cowboys are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll run with Blue. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football is out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Get out of the gun is Milton. Moving left.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Try and throw with Milton. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's got room at the 30, up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
That's good. We're on Jaguars.
Let's go now.
Slot man in motion right. Back to throw. Huntley. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Huntley. Open is the tight end Ruckert. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back, Jaden Blue, heading back out there. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Ventrell Miller there to bring him down. Again, it's Blue. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Antonio Johnson there on the stop. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Milton. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion. On the handoff, Blue. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. The Jags offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 1. Here's Bigsby. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Once again, it's Bigsby. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight. They sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they are able to keep this drive moving. Now this time they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
By Osa Odigizua. A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15.
He'll drop to throw. That one swung out wide to Allen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Come on. 3rd down and 13.
They motion the slot man left. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, a bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. Throwing, Milton. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field, and we need to check this call. Now they'll set up to throw. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
It's now second down and
Slot man in motion left. Back to throw. Moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run it. A big play there on the scramble. That's a pickup of 75 yards.
first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Bashal Tootin. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Washington. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 4.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this.
Okay, ready?
Here's a third down and 4.
Here we go. Cut.
He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. It's all gone according to plan here in this preseason opener. And look to finish things strong here in the fourth quarter. Hey, that's about as exciting a one-yard run as you're going to see. All game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that. A handoff now to Maffa. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down. This is blue. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Running is Moffa. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw, and this ball incomplete on third down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The Jaguars offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Throwing, Huntley. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Huntley. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Ready, go.
And that is incomplete. Take Bigsby, the man he was looking for that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete. But there is a flag down. It's 4th down, so this is a very big call. They'll run. It is Moffa. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Rolling to the left. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Phil Moffa. Touchdown, Dallas. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and through. Cowboys stretch things out even further. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down.
1st and 10.
Hey!
A run up the middle with Bigsby. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Huntley now. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Cougar 19.
He's going to air this one out. That is hard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Ready.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Huntley. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. First down the way to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
To throw is Huntley. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will cut into that lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Cowboys offense and their running back, Jaden Blue, heading back out there. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Third and 11. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everyone.